Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bella with Bella Gitana Tarot. Hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to do a reading for the collective, see what's going on with the masculine's energy, and then we're gonna ask things that he wants to say to you. And let's just get right to it. And if you definitely like my video, give it a thumbs up. That always helps my channel. Okay, so let's find out what is Spirit, what is going on with the masculine at this time? Okay, we have the Hermit here. And this deck is called the Holly King. So I'm getting here that your person feels, I feel like he feels like he needs to take some time out to kind of gain some clarity about something, even if it's uncomfortable. I feel like that's what he's doing. He's doing some soul searching. Bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like this is something that he's been putting off, and now he knows that he needs to get serious about really looking for the answers from within. Doing some soul searching. He's on the hunt for answers with that animal there. Reminds me of like somebody that's hunting. And then he can feel comfortable to come home, you know, once he's gone on this journey of figuring out what is it that he wants, what is it that he needs to be able to feel accomplished. Okay. What else, Spirit? I'm also getting here, he's trying to be grounded in his energy and not be in this fantasy type of energy, because I feel like that got him in trouble in the past. So yeah, look at that. 4 of Thames is the 4 of Swords in this deck. So yeah, I feel like he's taken time out to really restore his energy, being grounded. I mean, he's laying on the ground, and I literally just said that. Wow. I'm getting here that whatever he did before, it was not a good energy because it cost him a lot of turmoil. And that's why he's now searching for the answers that he didn't bother working at those answers before. And so now he's in this taking time out, you know, hermit energy, right? Like just taking some time to reflect and slow down instead of being in this speed up mode. Bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Pentacles. This person is hiding some dice behind them. So I'm getting here that this could be where he was so used to exchanging energy with people that were not very honest, that had their own intentions of fulfilling their own agendas, you know, regardless of how that affected other people. Look at that. Bottom of the deck here, we have Queen of Wands. But at the same time, it's like he's still attracted to you because you're very wise, okay? I feel like that's what's coming through here. And you know better than to meddle in that kind of energy. And I feel like your person's realizing that it's not good to be in that kind of energy where you're not looking out for other people, you know what I mean? So, very interesting. Good. A couple more here. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What's going on with the masculine? Look at that. The 3 of Cups. So I feel like he's in this energy where he wants to be lighthearted. He wants to celebrate. You know what I mean? Like, he's going from hermit energy where he's taking time out to work on himself, rest and recover, to then be able to give to somebody. But at the same time, he has to heal, because this is right next to the 4 of Swords. So he has to heal the way that he gives to people without having an agenda. 3 of Cups is like also the energy where It could be like third party energy. But bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords here. So this is like going back to the truth of who you really are. This is kind of like the Hermit's energy too, but this time she's holding a sword up to the sky, and we have an owl there shining by the moon. So I feel like your person's finally coming into some wisdom from the past, from when they grew up, and now they're trying to seek their true north, right? Look at that, 8 of chalices, 8 of cups. So that way they can go ahead and let go of what's no longer working out for them to go towards their 9 of cups. Okay. Very interesting. So let's just see, what is this Holly King energy about, Spirit? Let's pull some oracle. Look at that. Rider. 9 of cups. I mean, we have the 9, which is the Hermit. Now we have the 9 again. So your person is on the move to really find out these answers so that he can be happy, you know, so that he can go towards his Sun energies, going towards healing. You know, it's like now he knows he needs to make progress, and he has a green light to finally figure out what makes him feel fulfilled. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. Yeah, so I feel like he has to put things on hold, right? To figure out the answers before he can move forward. Why is the 8 of Pentacles here? The tree showed up. And I say that because there's a tree here in the 4 of Swords. Did I not say he's trying to be grounded? Oh my God. And here's double confirmation. I said that with this 4 of Swords, and now it's here again. Something happened where, this is the 7 of Cups energy. Something happened where he was in a fantasy energy, and I did say that. I love when the reading confirms what I just said. Thank you, Spirit. So exactly. So I feel like your person is now growing through this lesson about being in this fantasy energy. Now he's learning that he needs to change that with the number 5 here. He needs to change his ways as far as what he puts his energy towards. Because if it was under a fantasy energy, it didn't reap the rewards that he was looking for. You know what I mean? Because he was under the ego energy with the fantasy, right? That's at the bottom. So now he's realizing that he needed to be truthful with himself. Wow. So why is the 4 of Swords here? We have the Empress. Venus energy. Attraction and attractiveness in ourselves and others. Grace, charm, beauty, love, relationship, art, magnetism, abundance, pleasure, happiness. So yeah, I feel like your person's now reflecting back on everything they've gone through when they were in this fantasy energy. Now they learn their lesson in love, that they need to be grounded if they want to attract something that's stable. Wow, look at this. Now we have the moon here, 8 of Cups. And we saw the 8 of Cups earlier. And here it is again. So 32 adds up to a 5, so that's for change. So I feel like your person's now changing their mind about, this is like double whammy right here. The moon and the moon. Divine feminine. I feel like you taught your person how to slow down. Whereas before, they were not slowing down. They were just acting out of ego, not thinking things through. You know what I'm saying? So now you kind of helped him dive into his subconscious, into his psyche, to realize that he needs to be grounded and not fantasize things, and actually recognize it. Because it says here the word recognition, romance, intuition, affection, fantasy, invitation. So I feel like you invited him to explore that he needs to slow down and figure out what he needs to let go of with the 8 of Cups energy so that he can go towards his wish fulfillment, which is the 9 of Cups. Wow. So tell me about the 6 of Pentacles, Spirit. Why is that here? Look at that. Did I not mention the owl earlier? That your person's starting to be more in touch with wisdom. Like this taught him how to be more wise with the Six of Pentacles energy. It's like your person's learning about how to give equal give and take to somebody. And it's a secrets have been lifted. He's getting insight. He's becoming aware of being balanced when you give equally to somebody and not have hidden intentions. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, we have stepping stone. So it was a process, you know what I mean? Like this was a situation that had to happen in order for them to come to that conclusion. It wasn't going to happen overnight. It had to be a gradual process, right? Why is the Three of Cups here, Spirit? Because I also hate to say Three of Cups is a third party, but maybe it's not. And look at this. It came out in reverse. I mean, this is definitely confirming that your person is letting go of a third party. Somebody that was very deceptive, jealous, that betrayed them, or maybe they betrayed this third party, backstab, toxic, silent treatment, seduction, sexuality. It's like they're no longer entertaining that. Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse is like that distorted feminine. Somebody that's over controlling, insecure, you know, very jealous. And so your person wants to be in a lighthearted energy and like move away from drama. Look at this. White wolf at the bottom. Confidence, guidance. It's like they're being guided to leave this third party. Freedom, resilience, stamina, believe in your power. Exactly. So I feel like your person finally cut off this karmic. The white reminds me of like purity, right? Like finally purge this toxic energy. And it's helping them to reflect. Because we started the reading with the Hermit. So I feel like throughout this journey that your person's on, they're realizing that they needed to be grounded. That's mainly what's coming through here, that he needed to be grounded and not in this fantasy energy, because now he's learning the lesson of what happens when you don't give equally to somebody. When it's off balance, you get what you reap. You know what I mean? Like you reap what you sow. Let's see. Why is the Page of Swords here, Spirit? Wow. Yeah, this had to transform. This had to be a transformation, Queen of Cups. It was like it was due time with the time energy here. Change, active, renew, restless, arrive, depart, renovate, move, pregnancy, birth. I feel like your person had to go through a rebirth. Okay. And that's why they had to go back to their childhood here to learn the lessons of where did all of this start, you know what I mean? But now they're grounded. Now they're stable. Now they're not voyaging away on a ship, right? Like now they're docking their boat, so to speak. Now they're persevering, you know, and as a result, they become stronger. This is the Nine of Swords. I feel like in the last reading, the Empress came out with the Nine of Swords. This reminds me of that because we have the Queen of Cups here, Nine of Swords. So I feel like your person is going through a transformation where they're not letting fear rule their life. You know what I mean? If that's what was going on from childhood. And so now they're being more stable. There's the Eight of Cups. Wow. Okay. So let's just see. What does your person want to say? What do they want to say to you? I'm truly in love with every piece of you. Okay. I'm sorry if I've ever made you question your own worth. You are incredible inside and out. I love it. And yeah, guys, I feel like your person is coming to terms with, they really do have these feelings for you that they stifle. They try to pretend the feelings weren't there. They were hiding with that mask energy that we saw earlier. Let's see what's at the bottom. I can't watch TV anymore without reminders of us coming to the screen. Movies, commercials, comedy, action, all have pieces of us in them. Exactly. And it's funny because this journey is not by any means a fairy tale, but especially when you go through that love bubble phase, it's so dreamy that you start understanding why they came up with all these love stories, because a lot of them could have been twin flames. And it's that pure love that you want, but you know you don't have it until you meet them, right? And so when they see movies, like one of them that comes to mind right now is like The Notebook or The Lake House. That's a good one. It's one of those things where it just makes them realize how, when they see it on the TV, it reminds them of exactly of how they went through that with you, and they remember that feeling. Even Twilight. You know what I'm saying? Like Edward and Bella were the perfect twin flame couple, in my opinion, okay? I mean, it was just a good example. Not that they are, but it was very similar. And I even remember before I even met my twin, like when I would see Twilight, I knew that I didn't have that kind of love that Bella and Edward had, and I would get emotional even watching it. The first time that I watched the movie, I cried. And I was the only one in the theater crying, I'm sure, because it hit me. It hit me because I knew that I didn't have that kind of love. And now that I have it, it's like, wow, like I know what that is. I know what that's like. I want to be vulnerable with you. I am just afraid you won't believe me. Exactly. And especially if your person has been really good at hiding it, it's almost like they feel like they're gonna be the odd man out if they were to finally come forward and tell you everything that they feel for you, because they kept it hidden for so long that you're just gonna be looking at them like, are you for real? And they don't want to feel awkward. But that's what I'm getting here. It's like they want to open up, but it's that feeling of, man, they're not going to believe me because I've kept this hidden so good, so like deep down in the earth, that when it finally comes out, it's just almost like unbelievable and almost laughable. I don't want to say laughable, but almost in a sense of like you're laughing with happiness because you can't believe it. You know what I mean? I want you to kiss me like you mean it and look me in the eyes. Oh, okay, divine masculine. I see you. Look at this. Twin flame, you're my secret mystery, fulfilling every fantasy. Okay, wow. So this could be a twin flame connection for sure. But I'm just getting here that your person is sorry that they made you feel like you weren't worth anything, if that's how they made you feel. They really love every part of you unconditionally. They're reminded of you. I mean, they can't escape it. And they want to be vulnerable because they know they haven't been vulnerable. And this is something that they would like to do with you eventually. Oh, look at that. You are lovely from head to toe. Okay. Love it. All right, so let's wrap up. What messages do we need to know from Spirit for advice? What's the advice, Spirit? Oh my God. Vulnerability and reach out. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Oh my God, and the fact that we talked about that right here, that he wants to be vulnerable, but he's afraid you won't believe him. And it's right here in the heart, you know what I mean? Like, your person, their heart chakra is starting to open up. And they're starting to let go of fear and know that it's not a negative thing if you're vulnerable with somebody. And look at that, it says reach out. They're tapping into the heart right there. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help we're offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support, however it's presented to you. Exactly. So I feel like Spirit wants you to know that if you're feeling like you need guidance, you need support, to never hesitate to ask, because Spirit is going to send you the help that you need. But make sure that you're in that receptive mode where you're going to accept the help from Spirit and not turn it away, or, you know, not act like you don't need the help, because Spirit knows what you need, right? Let's just see what else, Spirit. And also, I'm getting here, you also might have a hard time, feminine, being vulnerable. So I feel like Spirit is also encouraging you to be vulnerable so that your person can also mirror that back to you. You know, because a lot of times, whatever we're not doing within ourselves to work on ourselves is being reflected in our person and how they treat us, because they're mirroring us. They're basically your exact mirror, right? Look at that harmony. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. Exactly. So I feel like everything's going to come into balance, into fruition, you know, in harmony, so that things are going to be able to flow as they should. Look at that. You're going through an evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Exactly. It's like the heart chakra, right? Like your heart is expanding. Your heart is starting to realize that you need to be balanced, right? And look at that. You're emerging like a butterfly. Take the leap of faith. It's interesting how it's saying reach out, take a leap of faith. This is also advice for the masculine too. It's like, you may not know where this leads, but just have faith that Spirit is supporting you in whatever decision that you make for your greatest and highest good. And you're going to be okay, whatever decision you make. If you want to express to your feminine that you love her, then do that, right? Because it's not a negative thing or weak thing to express how you feel. Because keeping it hidden is not going to allow it to flow. It's going to be blocked. Look at that. Panther Protection. Consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away to freely. That kind of reminds me of that Six of Pentacles we were talking about earlier, where Spirit wants you to be more aware about who you give and who you allow to take your energy, because you need to protect yourself. So I feel like the masculine right now is also in this energy where he's protecting himself, right? Because he's trying to figure out how to be grounded, how to make decisions that are going to be long lasting and not in the fleeting moment. And so he's learning to protect himself from doing things that are not going to benefit him in the long run. And I feel like before he was only thinking short term, but I feel like he's learning his lessons, that he needs to be balanced. And so do you, feminine, right? So it's like, make sure that you're also protecting your energy of who you come in contact with, so that everything is balanced and in harmony. Because if not, it's not going to be balanced, and that's where conflict happens, either within yourself or with other people. But just be on the lookout, right? Like this panther's in the bushes with their eyes wide open, like they're observant, they're vigilant about their environment. And so if you're not paying attention, before you know it, you're giving too much to somebody because you weren't being aware of what was going on. So I feel like Spirit is saying, make sure that you're protecting your energy by being observant, watching others, what they say or what they don't say, so that you can pick up on their intentions. I know that's something that I'm really good at. Like, I hear what somebody's saying, but I can understand what they're not saying. Even though they're not saying it, I know what they mean. I'm telling you, I should have been an FBI agent or something, because I'm very gifted like that. I don't know. I can read between the lines. And some people don't have that capability. But that's when you can ask Spirit to give you guidance. Like, if you're not sure about a situation or someone, ask Spirit to give you guidance about that person. Like, send me a sign, you know. But as you go through your life, I mean, you're going to go through changes, and you're emerging and you're transforming to a better you. And I feel like your person's doing the same thing. So just know and trust that your connection is still intact and that your person is now realizing the importance of being grounded. We have that Pisces energy, and that's so funny because we have full moon in Pisces this week. And so I feel like your person's in this energy where they're learning how to be more grounded and stable so that they can be able to know what's north and what's south, what's east and what's west, right? Because when you're not grounded in reality and you get lost in fantasies, I mean, that's just not a good place to operate from. And so I feel like that's a huge thing that Spirit is coming through very bluntly here about your person. Okay. Love it. So that is your reading, guys. I hope that was helpful. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so by clicking on the link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.